Good morning, good day, good Wednesday. I'm back, Sage Sue, with another message about Age Thrive, aging well, and owning our aging in positive, meaningful, and empowering ways. I'm a little off kilter today. That's why I thought I'd focus on balance. Balance is on my mind right now. I'm also thinking, for some reason, Sisyphus. Do you know the curse or the challenge of Sisyphus, who was sent to hell, and his burden was to just keep pushing the heavy rock up the hill each and every day, because at the end of the day it would always fall down and he'd have to start all over again. Well, I feel that way a little bit about doing this work. It's really tough coming to this space for aging well and empowering our aging experience in a society that no one wants to get old and no one wants to die young. One of the things has to happen, and my feeling is that anybody can get old. Growing old and aging well, now that's a whole other matter. That takes a whole different approach and mindset that we bring to the table. Still, this kind of pushing the rock up the hill once again comes to mind because I'm also back in physical therapy right now for my recovery, and it just feels like here I am again. The good news is, and the other reason I kind of thought about balance this week, is that they've been having me do a bunch of balancing exercises. And my balance is quite good, which I'm really excited about. The other thing is my strength is quite good. So what's the difference coming out of this forced surgery now, orthopedic surgery, than the rest of them? Makes me think, again, kind of thinking through the process of what happened, lessons learned. One, I really pushed this surgery fast. Once I knew I was in a bad place with a bad condition that somebody could fix, I was all in for jumping in and getting that done. So I didn't go through that whole disabling experience that can happen with us when something hits us physically and we're forced to slow down or even stop our exercise or our activity, and we lose so much muscle strength. So I'm not coming out of that the same way I did with those earlier experiences. I also had a great dog this time who forced me to get out and about each and every day, other than the very worst days when my nerve pain was so disabling that I couldn't get out with him. Otherwise, I was out in the deep snow and the cold. And because of that and staying active, I'm really coming out of this surgery and coming into this recovery period so much stronger than I have in the past. So that's a good part. So I also thinking about balance for a couple of other reasons. I'm working on a program for our church this Sunday, and then another program for an older adult group at our church next week. And I've been thinking about kind of a balancing act between two concepts of how we can come to aging well. One is this graph you'll see of expanding what we can control for this time of life and trying to lessen the things that we can't control. This comes from The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, very old book that I came across, well over a decade ago. But I thought it was just such an important image for aging well, to do as much as we can to control what we can do. On the other hand, again, the balance is also doing what my grandmother so often talked about. We have to take it like it comes. We have to roll with things that come our way that aren't planned, that aren't expected, and learn how to also deal with those things in our life, like I have with, this recent herniated disc. Again, diminishing things that I couldn't control and really zeroing in on the things that I could control. One good thing that's come out of this is kind of rethinking or rebalancing of how I spend my time and energy as well. So I'm also looking right now at things that I want to bring into my life and maybe things that I'm ready to let go of in my life as well. Right now I'm still focused on my recovery, physical therapy, getting back to my full health and physical strength. But I'm also looking at that rebalancing act, and I think that's another critical part of this time of life, is constantly looking at how we balance what we're doing, how we're spending our time and energy. I'll talk about that a little more next week. I hope this message maybe comes to you at a time where, I know this week I'm also feeling a little off balance, just maybe from the eclipse energy still in the air, a little off kilter. So I'm trying to get myself back to more balance in so many different areas of my life. Maybe this is true for you too. Have a great week. See you next time. Wishing you the best.